Oh, what a way to start the day. I've got my Christmas, English country Christmas playing in the background and a candle-lit Pilates session. This is the way to start the day. You can just about start to see that it's getting a bit light outside, and I actually should be doing some Pilates right now. So I'm going to stop talking to you and get on with the best way to start my day.
So bring both legs to tabletop. That's it, okay. If you want to lift up the chest, keep the chest lifted, and I want you to bring the knees together, feet together, and in, and as you inhale, I want you to send the legs out, so reach towards the mirror, squeeze inner thighs and feet together, and then slowly draw back in, knees in line with those hips. Good, we're here for 9 as we reach. Transition to 3 exercises all together at once. Ooh, it's a combo. It's a combo, yeah. Step passes. Passes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands onto the bar, thumbs over the top. When you're ready, push back. Hold again, but the 8 counts. So addition to on the same leg? On the same leg. But when we do the 8 and not 10.
Oh, what did you do?
Three, 2, 1. Yes, well done. Okay, shake it out. Moving on to the other side.
Oh, God, for that. I thought you were going to say, and now I'm going to do 6.
I'm not trying to get away with that, would I?
I'm going home.
Reading the room. Let us up.
We are currently having the coziest Pilates class ever. It is so nice and warm in here. I've actually got a sweat tash. I love it. But my outfit for today is my chocolate coloured set from Amazon. This is the square neck bra that's a little bit different, and matching leggings, and then I've gone for little leg warmers, little grey ones there, and we're just going to do the last set and then we're done for the day. I am now back from Pilates and I am dressed for Christmas carols in London with Carrie. Well, I'm kind of dressed. I need to decide which blazer to wear. I can't decide. I feel like I love the muted tones without the fluff of my black watch blazer. However, the red just feels so festive. I'm gonna get a second opinion, but then I'm gonna jump in the car and head down to London. I'm wearing my dress from last year from Karen Millen. This is the shirt dress. I just love this so much. This was one that we designed for Christmas last year. It's an absolute classic. Anyone that got their hands on this, you are so lucky. This is never going out of style and I love that. It also has pockets, which is fantastic. I'm wearing it with Louboutin heels, little Birkin 25, and that is my outfit for Christmas shenanigans in London.
I'll give you a quick vitamin C if you want.
Okay, blue.
Yeah.
Obviously we're going to Christmas carols.
Yeah.
Blue. Red.
I guess the red's more Christmassy, isn't it?
But does it look nice?
I prefer the other one.
You prefer the blue,
Yeah.
but you think this is more Christmassy.
Yeah. Wear the red one.
But do you think it looks nice?
Yeah, it looks lovely. If you came like that, I'd be like, yeah, that's lovely. But you've given me a choice. But yeah, making it more difficult for me.
Red. I like the...
Which one do you prefer?
Like, I think the blue looks better,
But you need to wear
but
the
it's
red.
like softer, but the red is just so lovely.
Yeah, I think you should wear the red.
I'm going to wear the red.
Yeah.
Okay, red it is. Morning.
Morning, Mel. How are you?
Good, you?
Not bad, thank you.
Amazing. Who knew that Marks and Spencer's,
This is new.
yeah, did an actual mini champagne? I'm very impressed. Well, we have arrived to the Kensington over an hour later. Literally, we left the house at 10 o'clock this morning. It's 1 o'clock. Fantastic. Thank you, London, for that.
London, great planning.
Yeah. Well, we have the whole place to ourselves. Isn't this lovely? And we are having lunch very, very quickly at the townhouse in Kensington. I have been put in charge of choosing the champagne, so I take my job very, very seriously. Aha, here we go. Ooh. Not a long list, I must say. Right, we are now pulling up at the Royal Albert Hall, and basically, just to explain, we ended up taking an hour and a half in the car on the way here because like it was just carnage, absolute carnage in London, and I don't understand what was going on, but it took us over an hour, so we had to rush lunch, but we're here now, very excited. Only a couple of glasses of champagne deep, and are you ready for Christmas carols?
Always.
Why does it look like it's summer?
It's definitely not summer.
It's not very cold. So this is why we are here. Miss Grayson has booked us to come to the John Rutter's Christmas celebration, which does include audience carols at the Royal Albert Hall, and oh my gosh, look, it's just fantastic. Now, if you don't know, I have a Christmas playlist that I put together, and a lot of the carols performed by John Rutter's and the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra are on my playlist as well. So if you want to experience a little bit of the magic, you can, but I would say that this was a very easy book as well. There's a lot of old people here, but also not a lot of old people. We're here, and this is just my absolute Christmas festivity starter point. And so you are going to very much enjoy the sounds of Carrie and I belting out some Christmas classics. We just had lunch at the Kensington, and I would say it was lovely, but you know when you have one of those people that comes and like sits right next to you and they talk on their phone, and he had it on loudspeaker and there wasn't very many people in there. It was just one of life's pet peeves that I've got to learn to channel better, but very excited to be here. We got ourselves a box as well. Just love it here. Oh, look at the view. Oh wow, you can even play the theme tune.
That was actually here in the Royal Albert Hall. He was studying singing at the Guildhall School of Music, and as soon as I heard him sing, I thought, my goodness, this young man is going places. He's going to be famous someday. Well, he is, and some years later, it's a huge pleasure to be able to welcome Nicky Spence back to the Royal Albert Hall. Nicky.
Playlist, you have no idea. It's wonderful. What I would love is it for it to be a little bit darker, but I think this is one of those more family friendly events at the Royal Albert Hall, and so they keep the lights up because there's lots of children, but I always just find it just makes the mood, but then that's why I don't have children. But they're taking a little break now. A glorious setting. So we do believe that we understand who is the name of the ballet for the mystery quiz. So we think it's Sleeping Beauty, the composer is Tchaikovsky, and the name of the ballet he wrote next about a tragic puppet is The Nutcracker. I mean, he's not technically a puppet, but we're going to go with it, and we're going to pop our details in here. But finding a pen at the Royal Albert Hall has actually been quite difficult. We borrowed it from the next box along.
And in the interest of security,
I went in there and went, you come in our box again, I'll chase you out. It smells very gentlemanly in that box though, it's like Old Spice. Charles. Hallelujah! It looks even more festive at night. I love the caution wet floor sign. Trying to blend in.
I can feel this storm coming.
Yeah. Can you imagine if we don't get home?
Don't say that.
Oh gosh.
Stuck at the Kensington.
Oh, poor us.
Lid's had a little bit of fun last night, and so she's taking it nice and steady this morning. But our Piper's Farm order has just arrived for November, which is currently in December, because I took a little bit of time selecting this one. We have already put our order in for our Christmas shop, so we're having our meat and some other bits that are coming from Piper's Farm because they do absolutely fantastic food. So I'm really looking forward to that order. But this is our penultimate order, and as I said, I selected it, so I thought I'd quickly unbox it with you guys. And I took two approaches on this one. So previously we have ordered some joints of meat and like some of their pastries and croissants and stuff like that, which have been brilliant. So as we're coming into the festive season, yes darling, I know that Liz and I often like to just have sometimes like some picky bits for dinner rather than cooking a proper dinner. It's just a little bit easier. We can have it in the lounge in front of a fire, watch a film, so it works out well. So I picked up some crackers to go with our cheese because we never have them in stock. So these are Fig and Honey. Yeah, you like them as well. Oh, it's all going off. We are back in the room. So as I was saying, picky bits. I have picked up some cheeses. So we have some oaked smoked cheese and double Gloucester. Me and Lydia are very safe when it comes to cheeses. We did experiment at one point with all the blue cheeses, and I think we just stick to the basics. And I've also grabbed a saucisson. I find that these are really convenient. You can just slice them up, take as much as you need on the evening, and they're really nice just to have on the board. And obviously we use Lydia's homemade chutney. We've now got the honey, and so we can have a nice sort of varied platter, should we say. And then in the main event, we have our homemade beef Wellington. This is such a lovely dinner to have at this time of year. I find it's really comforting and it's super easy to do. It is when you buy it pre-done anyway. If you're going to make one from scratch, then maybe not so much. But we have our beef Wellington in here, which we'll be sharing for dinner, which is a little bit smaller than I thought. I think we needed two of them, my love. Yeah. But
Is it like a... It's good that they... Oh yeah, that's individual beef Wellingtons, aren't they?
there's another delivery coming. There might be two in there. So whilst the beef Wellington may be a solo dinner after all, I think we can get two out of that actually. We can get two out of that. If we do some potatoes and vegetables with it, I think that'd be nice. Maybe mashed potato, or as I'd say, dauphinoise potatoes. And previously, Liz and I had ordered some pies, which you can stick in the freezer, get them out whenever you need, and obviously super easy, absolutely delicious. And so I've ordered us frozen pies again. So we have the homemade, or should I say handmade, venison and pork pie, and also the handmade chicken and smoked bacon pie. They are absolutely unreal. And I've also seen here on the side, I brought a traditional handmade pork pie, which would go with our piggy bits. So that's our Piper's Farm order. And I'm now going to go and get myself showered. I've just had a haircut, so it was good to see you all. We've also just had a treatment done on our lawn, and it's been cut for the first time. And I can see the improvement already. I'm very impressed. You can see that we have a few little patches where possibly the dogs have been doing the toilet, and but yeah, it's just feeling a lot more balanced across the lawn. So it's money well spent. And the chickens, who are all doing very well, very happy, for Christmas are getting a new coop, because that one is almost falling over and I'm not a fan of the white at all. It is not a vibe. It stands out like a sore thumb. And I wish I hadn't taken Lydia's advice on painting my beehives white either, because I much preferred them as wood, because they also stand out like a sore thumb. Over there. So we've got the bird feeders up and running. I picked up a new one yesterday and I asked our gardener to hang it somewhere. And there it is. It's a great time of year to put some feed out for some birds. Not so great in the summer because they've got lots of food sources available, but in the sort of autumn winter months it's great to give them. We've got some seeds. They love them. So yeah, they've got a big stash up there, and then also over here we have another one. And I quite like these because they're really sort of like discreet. You can see they're halfway through those ones, but I've noticed that a lot of the tits have been finding them, and it's nice to see the little birds back again. So anyway, let's go get showered. Come on then, little strokey. Oh yeah. She always does the same, 2 strokes and then a fluff. Good fluff, very good fluff.
Well, if that clip was dark, it's because Mr. Millen Gordon had the camera settings on the wrong...
Out of practice.
Yeah, out of practice from vlogging.
Think about my blue rinse and perm.
No, it's not a blue rinse and perm. You've little... Do you know who you remind me of when your hair goes curly like this?
Pat from EastEnders.
I don't know who Pat from EastEnders is.
Name?
Pat Butcher?
Yeah.
No. Deirdre Barlow? No. You remind me of... What's the one... Babe, what are you doing? You remind me of... what's the one that went on Love Island? The dancer, his brother, Curtis.
Oh yeah, Curtis.
Yeah, but he's got a brother. But you remind me of him when your hair goes curly like that. Anyway.
So I've had a hat on. It's giving me a hard time. I look like a wildebeest.
A wildebeest.
Okay? I'm a warrior. So, I haven't been in the shower yet, and it's been an hour. I've just received a lovely gift from Churches, and I'm making Lydia film this because I know she's going to love what's inside. And I think I know what's inside because I've seen other people receive this wonderful Christmas gift.
I do love Churches. I think it's such a beautiful brand, and it's a local brand as well. They have been bought by Prada, but no, you can do. It's a Northamptonshire business, because if you don't know that Northamptonshire is like the home of shoes and shoemakers, that's why their footballers are called the Cobblers, and Churches is probably one of the most iconic brands to have come out of Northampton.
Firstly,
Yeah.
how lovely are these card things?
I love the colour.
Yeah, no, look at the texture.
Oh yeah, that's like our the texture of our labels. I'm very big on textured card.
Factory.
Wow, that's the one in Northampton,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, gorgeous.
Now I think straight away you're going to love the packaging.
Oh wow, I love it. This is gorgeous. I feel like this is such a good men's gift.
Yeah, look at that.
I love that. Churches English shoes. I love that.
And they've embraced
The tartan.
Great British aesthetics, which mean you appreciate brands with heritage sticking to heritage.
Yeah. Oh wow, is that tartan? Oh wow, the dust bags are tartan. Look at these two gentlemen wanting to see your shoes.
Dust bag. A lot of interest in this one, isn't there?
Why are Mummy and Daddy so excited about what's in this box?
Now you're expecting this, aren't you?
No.
Brown dressing gown.
Okay, with your browns. Oh wow! Oh my gosh, I want some. Do they do ladies' ones of these?
Slippers.
Oh,
How cool are they?
Bucky, how lovely are they?
Oh, Get your little snooch off of my shoes.
I just really want to lick it.
How nice are they?
Very lovely. Burgundy as well.
Yeah. But I'd say they're like a reddy colour. Oh no, yeah. Like a rich red, deep red.
Burgundy.
Church is red.
Burgundy.
Yeah, they are.
Bawsy.
It's not a toy, mate.
I have to inspect everything to make sure that it is up to Porter's quality control. Snoot in it. Porty, don't bite.
Thank you. But yeah, really lovely.
Lovely. I think you should model them for us with your dressing gown.
With my dressing gown, yeah. After I've had a shower.
Okay.
Wonder bar.
They are such a lovely gift if you know someone that loves a good slipper.
Should we now open the Dunhill ones?
Oh, okay. Next up, Ali has a delivery from Dunhill.
You approve, Porter?
Porter definitely approves of Dunhill. But he
Very sophisticated.
Porter prefers vintage Dunhill.
This is a lovely Christmas present.
Oh, that actually looks really nice draped over him. There's definitely a picture of him with the shoes with the ribbon draped over it, over Porty. Little Christmas present.
It could be wrapped up like a Christmas tree, mate.
Put a bow around his neck for Dunhill. You are the smartest. A little Dunhill sausage.
Nice.
You are so smart. Just turn that box around so that label isn't there. Oh, look at you, Porty. Porty. Right, now that Porty has been a Dunhill sausage. Oh, Barclay's interested. Good taste, boys, good taste. Are these slippers too? Wow, let me see those. Are they opera pumps or slippers?
Pumps. You could definitely get away with wearing them indoors though.
What? Why does it say Sweeney on it?
Pardon?
Why does it say Sweeney on it? That's a vintage car, isn't it? Wow. Oh my gosh, these are gorgeous.
What size are they?
Oh, you've got to wear those. If you wear your black watch
Yes.
blazer at the Christmas party, oh.
Yeah, I'll get that sorted out there.
Good morning. I'm sure you weren't expecting to see me looking so fresh today, but it is actually now Saturday and I went riding last night. It wasn't my best lesson. I think I'd probably already decided before I got to the lesson that I hadn't practiced enough, and your mind is very powerful like that. But I do wish that I was still practicing as much as I was. Like, you know, for me, I'm not impatient, but when there's so much time between my lessons and I think about what I could be doing, and I really like to go away, and I'm someone that learns as I'm doing things and repeating them and doing them and learning what it feels like. And at the moment I'm really struggling with my transition from trot to canter. I spent all last night watching videos about it and then all I want to do is go and like action it, and obviously I'm finding it very, very like, I'm just not in the position where I'm able to practice at the moment, which is so hard. Very hard in a non-difficult or hard way, but just frustrating because I enjoy it so much, and when I feel like I'm progressing it feels electric. However, I'm actually not going anywhere today, even though I am dressed like this. I'm shooting a campaign for Tiffany, and these are the bits and pieces that I am shooting, and they are so glorious and so beautiful. We've literally just wrapped shooting it, and I think I might have found one of my favourite outfits for the festive period. If you got this bodysuit last year, this is from Karen Millen, and I got it and I've checked to see if they've done it again. I can't believe they haven't done it again. But this is a velvet bodysuit, okay, and I've paired it with my velvet skirt from my collection this year, and I actually think this is just the dreamiest little outfit ever. And it's got pockets, but this skirt is just so exquisite. It's sold out. I did a video on TikTok and I was like, guys, I feel like you haven't seen this skirt in the right light, because it's not sold out and instantly it's sold out. So I was really happy about that. So you can't buy either of these items now, so I don't know why I'm showing you it. But I placed my first order with a brand called newarrivals.co or New Arrivals Co. by a certain designer name that I can't pronounce. I've seen these dresses everywhere and I've never ordered because it feels like they're like miles away in another country. It took 2 days for them to arrive. I've ordered them for the festive period, and just to have some options for dresses and things like that. Not that I need it now that I've got this, but I want to try them on with you, so I am going to unbox them. But Ali is going down to London today with his friends to have their like annual Christmas get together. He was supposed to go down earlier, but with this campaign we had to shoot it together. And so I'm going to drive him, I'm going to get changed, and I'm going to drive him to the airport. Airport? The train station. He's definitely not flying anywhere, he's just going to London. You can tell my brain is in like so many different pies at the moment. And I also haven't told you about the Christmas carols. If you can go to the John Rutter's Christmas at the Royal Albert Hall, go. What I would say is I think the earlier performance is probably like a bit more suited for children, and then the night performance you're likely to get less children there. If you're swayed by those options, you do you. Obviously some people choose to have children, some people don't, but it was just wonderful, and we had our own box and it was so lovely, and it really got me in the festive spirit. We were just having such a good time, so I would highly recommend doing a carol concert if I was you. I almost find the carol concerts more exciting than like a light switch on. Does that make sense? So anyway, I'll show you these little bits of jewellery up close. I actually think I might get this ring. This ring is so nice. It's like a really delicate little knot. Can you see there? So this is rose gold, and then this is a slightly bigger one in gold. But I really like the daintiness of this little knot. It's almost like a sort of, you know, when you like put a knot in something to like remember, it's like a remembrance ring. It's like a ring to remember something by. Like, you know how like they used to say that elephants would put like a knot in their tail. Am I making this up? I feel like I am. But yeah, just like a little love knot. I think that's so adorable. And then this one has like, look at these pave diamonds here. A little like link of pave diamonds, and then a little link of pave diamonds here and in the earrings as well. Such a gorgeous collection and so wonderful for the festive period. So we just finished shooting, and it was like my dream campaign to do with Tiffany as well, because it was all about like at home with. And because of the nature of the campaign, it actually was a really good opportunity to do like a bit of a last minute attitude towards hosting. I think whenever you get the opportunity to do this, you want to do like the most elaborate of all hosting situations. But I think that there's something in those moments where it's like, you've just decided to have some friends over and you still want it to be special, and you want them to enjoy themselves, and you want to set the mood and the ambience and that kind of thing. How to do that in a last minute type of thing. And so that's the angle I'm going with, in terms of like, you know, turn the lights down, put some music on, we've got a record player downstairs, we've got candles on, just create the atmosphere, and it feels like it's really planned, but actually it's just knowing what to do, almost having like an emergency hosting style. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It felt really different as well, because, you know, I think there's a tendency for these things, like I said, to like go wild. And actually in real life, it's not always like that. And you want to just like host people last minute and it still be lovely. And I want to know how to do that rather than just always throw time and money at everything. And so, yes, hopefully I'm going to be able to put together some tips for that. But I'm going to get myself out of this essentially a ball gown, and I'm going to get into something a little bit more appropriate to be driving my husband to the station. Right, I have just dropped Ali off at the station and I'm back home. I'm in my usual uniform, which is a roll neck under a jumper, all cashmere with some cashmere jogging bottoms, and I have two very nosy sausage dogs who have just got into a parcel. Off, Porter, off. I've been sent a parcel from the Nice Queen Co, who had heard that I was looking for some wrist candy, which I have now put on. And it gives me the perfect opportunity to test drive a tennis bracelet alongside my watch. Porter, 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 Porter. No. What I would say is that on my drive home, I realised something. I was thinking to myself, I was like, I really want a lovely tennis bracelet. I want one with real diamonds. I want a lovely diamond tennis bracelet. As you know, I want it for my anniversary. And then I thought to myself, oh no, but what if they're not in style anymore? And then I bought this lovely diamond bracelet, and then it goes out of style, just like the Cartier bracelets. This is your sign to wear your Cartier bracelet, okay? Oh my gosh! I had this weird like realization, and there'll be people sat there going, I realized this a long time ago. Porter, enough rustling please, come on. And I realized that all of a sudden we start seeing, and I've probably done this myself, and I'm gonna try my absolute hardest to hold myself accountable here, but someone starts going, ugh, Cartier bracelets give me the ick. And then someone else goes, ugh, this is giving me the ick. And we all go, oh my gosh, we shouldn't wear our Cartier bracelets anymore because they give people the ick. And so I took my Cartier bracelets off, and I took my Cartier rings off. And I thought to myself, this is in the car on the way home, this is just a realization that I've had now. Wear your Cartier bracelets if you want to. Don't not wear them just because someone somewhere on the internet says that they give them an ick. Oh my gosh, I'm literally gonna go and put on my rose gold one right now and put on my ring again because it's so silly. And it's like this subliminal thing that you don't even realize that you're doing when you're like, I really liked that. And I bought that because I really liked it, not because I wanted you to think I was this. And this is how we collectively fight these like trends. Do you see what I'm saying? By going, hold on a minute, I don't care if you think that this isn't in fashion. I don't care, I'm gonna wear it anyway because I like it. Realization there. So I will be getting myself a tennis bracelet to sit alongside my other bracelets that I bought that I love. Not because I bought them that other people like them. Anyway, this one is from the Nice Cream Coat. So if you're wanting one that isn't diamonds, I thought this was very lovely. Nice size as well. It fits my wrist really, really well. This is sort of like a clover leaf one, and what I would say is that I don't love the tone of the gold on it. It looks a little bit yellow next to my other bits of gold jewellery. But the tennis bracelet works really, really well. So I really like that. I was just opening some bits and pieces that had been by the door, and I had been sent something from Parfum de Marly. It is not for you. It is not for you, my gorgeous boy. What have we created? This is called Athalia. Sorry if you can hear the music blaring in the background, but I'm home alone and there is nothing like having a wonderful Christmas playlist, which you created yourself, blaring in the background. My love. Anything that rustles. Athalia, hey? Ooh, it's very powdery. I'm going to try it, but on first sniff, I'm not sure if it's me. Away, my love, it's going to make you sneeze otherwise. See how that goes, shall we? It's very like oriental to begin with is what I'm getting, but don't trust me, I always pick up on bizarre fragrances. It's got quite a sort of oriental beginning to it, but now it's softening really nicely actually. What do we have in here? I hope this is a fragrance discovery because I actually haven't smelt many. Yes, Feminine Discovery Collection. I always think these are so good. If you know someone like loves fragrances and maybe you find like a beautiful brand, I always think a fragrance discovery set is so good because it means they can, it's like buying someone perfume, but they can find the one that they like themselves. But this is settling really beautifully. It reminds me of something. And I can't think what it reminds me of, but it reminds me of something. It's got a sharpness to it when it settles down. How lovely. I've got some bits and pieces from Laura Mercier. Smoothing matte lipstick. I'm not really a matte lipstick girly anymore, I've got to be honest. This is very chunky. Oh wow. I thought they'd put my initials on it then, and then I realised that that's Laura Mercier, not Lydia Millen. You see that? Scarlet Velvet. Pink Tool, what a lovely name. Gorge. And these must be lip liners to sit alongside them, yes. Elegant Blush. I can't think what it reminds me of. It reminds me of something that I know as well, and it's really frustrating me. These are very, very Lydia Millen colours though, that they've sent from Laura Mercier. Very, very Lydia Millen colours. Very nice, very nice. And then the final thing that I am unboxing right here with you, a repeat order, but actually I ordered more this time, of holy cacao. So you watched me try this on one of my vlogs before Christmas, and I was like, oh, that's very bitter, and so I added honey to it. I now have it completely without honey because I am totally and utterly obsessed. I love it, absolutely love it. So I bought like a whole different load of bits and pieces. So I got their calm one, which is the one that I had before, which I love having before bed. I also got the original one, but then they also have Focus and White Cinnamon, which I thought sounded quite festive. So this is the Focus one, so probably better for having in the daytime. And this one has different mushrooms in it. So it has lion's mane, cordyceps, bone broth cacao and maca root, whereas the calm one has reishi mushroom, ashwagandha, bone broth cacao and maca root. The original is just bone broth cacao and maca root. And gosh, we're in the middle of a storm. Storm Dara. Holy cacao, bone broth maca. Ah, so this is different. This is bone broth, maca root, cinnamon and bee pollen. You are getting a little bit carried away, my love, with all of these boxes. You think it's Christmas morning. I understand. That is Mummy's fault. I just did chickens in an entire storm, and bless them, they were being blown from pillar to post. However, continuing on from my other rant, I'm just gonna say, if I see you, if you've got Cartier bracelets or anything Cartier, whatever, I've got Cartier watches, blah, 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 and I see you wearing your Cartier love bracelets, now I'm going to have so much more respect. Like, it's so interesting perspective, and like these realizations that you start doing things. Like I saw people talking about Hermes Oran sandals giving them the ick, and I was obviously talking about wanting something that was like less branded, but like the Hermes Oran sandals are the most elegant on your foot. So I'm just like, just wear whatever you enjoy. Wear whatever you love, wear whatever makes you happy. That is like a true style statement, when you can see those things and go, do you know what, I'm gonna wear that anyway because I like it. And there will always be people watching this going like, yeah, you're only just realizing this, Lydia. Yeah, I am one of those people that will share my realizations, and sometimes I'm like, you don't realize how easy it is to find yourself following the crowd that you don't want to follow. It's so weird, like when you're on like TikTok and Instagram and you see these things fit you, oh my gosh, Cartier love bracelets, they give you the, no. I'm gonna have to be more conscious when I'm on the internet now, because I fell hook, line and sinker for it. Anyway, this brand, I bought some dresses just for like some occasions that I've got coming up, and this is a brand that I think when you go onto their website you're going to be like, Lydia, this is far too cool for you, and it is. However, they do a small amount of like very Lydia Millen dresses. It was funny when I showed the website to Carrie, she was like, oh yeah, no, this isn't very you, and then you get to the dresses that are more me. So the brand is the New Arrivals by, oh, I'm gonna butcher this, Ilkaz Ozel. We're just gonna leave it at that. And I honestly thought that this was going to take forever to arrive. I can't believe that it's arrived so quickly, because it's definitely not based in the UK. And I was fully expecting customs. So far I've had no customs. I'm interested as to why they came in two different packages when they've arrived at the same time, and I ordered them at the same time, but I'm not mad about it. It's just a bit unnecessary. Don't understand what this is necessary for, but again, not mad about it, just really happy that my dresses are here. Because if there is one colour that I will gravitate towards at this time of the year, it is black. I think that I have got so much more wear out of my black dresses than any of the other dresses in my entire wardrobe. And I just honestly believe that like different silhouettes of black is always my favourite thing to go for, because especially in winter time and at Christmas, a really jet black dress with a little bit of sparkle, whether it's in diamonds or whatever, is always #1 on my go-to list. And I bought two. I hope that it fits. I really hope that it fits. So this is the original dress that I saw. So this is the Francois in Avadon black. And it's the fabric in the skirt. It's so heavy. There is so much fabric in this skirt. Oh, you can't even see. I thought this, I'm gonna try it on, you know I am, because how can I not when there is this much fabric in the skirt? It is ridiculous. Really beautiful corset detail. I picked my normal size, which I think was like a 6, I think. I went for a 34. I hope it fits. I hope it fits. So that's dress number 1, which I think will be so pretty. And then we have dress number 2, which, don't get excited, it is also black. But they do colours. So they do like bright pink, they do bright purple, they do like quite nice jewel colours and things like that. But this bow at the back of this dress, I love a bow. But so far, you can't see me. So far, I am impressed. Very, very impressed. So same concept, but this one is entirely backless. Oh, and I love that the bow is just done up. Oh, it's actually a pin. So you can remove this bow. So it's basically almost entirely backless, but it's got these 2 straps. You'll see when I put it on. And then it's got a bow at the top, but you can take the bow off if you want to and just have it without. Oh, let's try them on. Come on. I'm even in like my right hair and makeup to do this because I've got a bun in my hair, so let's do it. Okay, my other Louboutins are downstairs, so I'm going to put on these super high ones. Now, I can't get it done up, but I know I will be able to get it done up. I just need my husband to do it for me because basically this is corseted, so it's super rigid, and I need someone to hold it together. I think it will do up. It's gonna be tight, but from what I've seen, there is a lot of boobage pushed up with these. The only thing I can see is that the clasp at the top is not on there, one side of it. So I'm guessing someone's tried it on and it's come off, because I've definitely not been able to get that done up. I'm like there, and yeah, I'm just worried that once it's done up, it won't stay done up, but it is absolutely gorgeous. They also do it in white as well for any future brides. They do this in white. It's such a classic, and I love that it's a midi as well. So I think for things like Christmas parties, this would be so gorgeous. The neckline is absolutely stunning, and you can add things. I have this faux fur stole from Arvell, which for like going to the ballet and things like that, oh my gosh, so pretty. How pretty is this? But you can also do opera gloves with this because it's so classic. You can completely pair it back. But then for really chic things in the summer, if you're going to things like Ascot, you can go all black. Like I could totally wear this to Ascot in the summer with a hat and feel so chic. Because it's a real style statement to do like all black in summer, but with like little cotton gloves and things like that, it would look so gorgeous. But obviously, like I said, they do colours. I just hope, I think we'll be able to get it done up. I think we will. Oh. Right, let's try the other one on. Oh my, wow. Well, this definitely fits. I love the back. So I've done the back without the bow because you do have to unpin the bow at the back, and so it does mean you have to have someone that can like pin this properly for you to put it in the right place. But I wanted to show you it without the bow because you can also obviously put the bow in your hair if you wanted to. You could very easily like pin that in or something like that. Like that's very cute. Very, very, very cute. Now this is slightly longer than the other one, and I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was going to be the same, but I love it. Oh, I hope I can get the other one done up because then I've got 2 dresses that do 2 different occasions, and I love the back detail. This is actually more comfortable than the other one, I would say, because this doesn't have any boning in this area. So if you've got like a long event or something like that, but this is glorious. And again, you can go in with, for something a bit more dramatic, you could go for burgundy. Arvell does a burgundy one of this as well. But I love the white at Christmas, but this feels very, very festive as well. If you're going to like a gala or a ball or something like that, this is just the dream. The perfect thing to keep your shoulders warm. That you can obviously, I love it. Oh, absolutely love. Wow, I did not think that I was going to be this impressed with this brand. Like, I honestly, look, you can see it. Oh, and that's without the bow. With the bow, it is so chic. I feel like a Christmas gift. Everyone, it is Sunday and our garden has been battered by Storm Dara. Look at the chickens running across the lawn. Daddy's coming. Oh, look at them. Ali's heading out to get some rosemary because we are having a cozy cashmere Sunday roast day. Look at those funny girls. There is actually a pheasant somewhere in the woodland as well.
Yeah, we've got 2 smashed pots. Little Christmas trees smashed up.
Oh.
We've lost 2 of those lovely pots. My favourite ones as well, the ribbed ones.
Oh.
Oh, I've got the goods.
Got the goods.
Yeah.
Afternoon, ladies. Hello, Gwyneth. Hello, yes. Oh, gosh. Yes, it is cozy cashmere Sundays. Ali went out with the boys last night. I stayed at home. Pardon? All day long he was in London with them and he had a jolly old time, but today we are still on the back end of Storm Dara and it's just one of those times when you kind of hunker down and just enjoy being at home, and there is nothing more enjoyable than cooking a roast on a Sunday when the weather is like this, especially when we've shot, well, I've shot my last campaign of the year, and so essentially I can breathe a sigh of relief for 2024 and go on my hollybobs, basically, which is quite nice. But we're going to cook. So Ali's got the rosemary. He's starting, what are you starting to do now?
So, roast potatoes. Would you like a little breakdown?
Oh yes, because that time when I broke one of your roast potatoes on my videos, I don't think I've ever had so many messages about roast potatoes.
Okay, right. So, about a tablespoon, not too precious, salt.
Oh, is that a technical application of the salt to the pan?
Just help and show. And then a little bit of hot water in there. And then I also like to stick a sprig in there as well.
Is the throwing essential?
Every chef's got their own techniques. We get our potatoes. Again, not particularly too precious over which ones. I can't tell you what these ones are because the name has been ripped into. But basically they're potatoes of some sort. So what I would say is that King Edwards are pretty good.
Maris Piper?
There's something about Charlotte, pretty good as well.
Oh yeah.
Something
about Charlotte.
That's decent. So we've got our salty hot water.
With rosemary.
With a sprig of rosemary in it. Full heat. And then I'm going to peel my potatoes. Now, if anybody ever wants to have a little release of pent up anger, then this technique I'm about to show you would be fantastic.
Oh gosh.
Because as I used to say to Ken and Graham when we used to work on site together,
speed and agility.
So
apparently with potatoes you should aim for the amount that equates to the size of a baked potato.
Or your fist, they normally say, don't
Ah, is that your technique?
No.
No, yours is more.
They're more like 1.5.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I think it's always better to have too many roast potatoes than not enough.
very proud of my speed and agility, okay?
Okay.
So I get my potato, and I pop it on the edge like this.
Yeah.
I get my peeler,
Yeah.
and I go like this. You ready?
Yeah.
Nobody likes to wait around for potatoes to be peeled.
I'm so impressed, borderline frightened. How have
This
you...
is how most people peel.
Yeah, that's how I peel.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm on my second potato. Okay?
Yeah.
So just
But how have you not caught your finger?
speed and agility. It's the agility bit. What?
so chaotic.
That's what I said, a little bit of anger release.
There are going to be chefs everywhere, horrified.
Honestly, I'm telling you, it's a professional technique. I'm actually a little bit nervous it's on the camera. I'm normally even more agile. Filming and seeing, getting in the flow of it.
Stage fright.
Yeah.
I'm just in awe.
Have you never seen me do this?
I have never seen you do this. In fact, you have asked me to peel potatoes before and I've been doing it the other way. When you're this fast at peeling potatoes, I'm never doing it again. Okay, next part.
Okay, so food waste bin. Naturally, you get rid of it. The old skins can go away. So we'll just get rid of that because it's just in our way.
However, we're thinking about getting one of those sinks, aren't we, that just grinds up food and things like that and puts it into the water. That's going to be amazing if we get one of those. I just worry about the space it will take up underneath the sink.
It's quite an important part of the roast potato process because what we want to try and achieve is similar size potatoes, right? Because we don't want some to be under or over. So all we're trying to do is just try and get the consistency, which I'm, very lucky that all my potatoes are pretty common, similar in size today. So I've not really got anything, but sometimes you have to go across. So as you can see, I've done too many potatoes once again, but
I like it that you leave a little, like those little bits on because it makes them more rustic.
yeah. So over here, and then you have to be a bit careful here. You can get burnt. So you just slowly, just drop it in. Like that. Right. Timer. 10 minutes on the boil. Like that. Potato size is 3.5 centimetres by 4 centimetres.
But the good thing is you can practice this as well, like during the week. You can have roast potatoes with everything. You don't always have to have like a full roast. If you want to practice your potato and like getting the perfect potato, which I think, honestly, like a roast is made by the potatoes. I'd say it's made by the potatoes and the gravy.
So the next stage, which is very important, is we want to be using vegetable oil because the heat of vegetable oil gets hotter than olive oil.
Okay.
So if you want to be a bit fancy, you can a bit of goose fat on, which we'll do on Christmas Day. But in general, vegetable oil is what we're going on. And we'll literally just be using some rock salt, as you can see.
Why don't we use goose fat all the time?
I just can't bother.
I think we should just put goose fat on the thing
No,
anyway.
I don't need to. It's a very different potato, goose fat. It's nice, but I quite like a vegetable. You just can't go wrong with it. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. Anyway, rosemary, 2 sprigs in there. And then I would say half the time we'll put 2 or 3 garlic thingies in.
Okay, done. I'm definitely thinking that in 2025 we need to find something better for roast potatoes because this is like the worst oil of them all.
Is it?
Yeah.
But it's the one that works well with the heat, so.
I know, but I reckon there must be other options.
Right, well, if anybody has any suggestions to level up our oil selection, then
I
do
think
the
it
same
is.
job.
I think it is goose fat.
Okay, fine.
I think just having goose fat in
Do
the.
goose fat on Christmas Day. So grab my garlic clove, and I'm going to break off 3 of these, like so. And all I do is I just nip the ends off, like so, keeping them in their skin, as it were. Yeah. And then all I do is under the knife, push them down like that, and then I'll fling those in there. Now, I used to preheat the oil in the oven before the potatoes used to go in, but I have personally found it doesn't make any difference. So rather than have the aggravation of preheating the oil and then trying to put potatoes into hot oil and it spits, I just put them in, drizzle the oil in it, the potatoes suck up all of that oil, and then I literally shake them twice, cook them for about an hour and 10 minutes, an hour and 15, depending on the size, but that size will be going in for about an hour and 10 minutes. And then after, because obviously when you're doing a roast, you're going back and forth to the oven and putting different parts of the dish. When I go back and put my carrots in, I give the potatoes a shake. When I put the meat in, give the potatoes a shake. When I'll be doing the Yorkshire puddings, give them a shake. So 3 shakes, but it's not really that precise. The only reason why I shake them is to stop them sticking to the bottom of the pan, really.
Lovely.
So that's our roast potatoes, nice and simple. And then the next thing is our Yorkshire puds. So when I was taught how to do a Yorkshire pudding, I was told to put a lot of oil in, but I found that that wasn't very good. So what I do again, vegetable oil, because it's the heat. I just put a little bit of vegetable oil in.
So hold on, this is for the Yorkshire puddings, and
Yorkshire
if
puddings.
anything, I would say that Ali is so good at Yorkshire puddings, and they come with the right level of rusticness.
So this does need to be preheated. We're going to be doing this at 230 degrees Celsius. I'll leave that in there for a good 15-20 minutes before I tackle that. And I found the quickest and easiest way, because you know we're all about speed and agility, is I have a little pot which I utilise,
Ramekin.
whatever you want to call it, my ingredients. So after I've been outside and buttered the chicken's bums,
That is a running joke.
slip a couple of their eggs. And with their eggs, I just straight in really, no messing around.
Can we explain the buttering the chicken's bottoms,
Yeah, it helps
please?
the egg slide out easier. So
That's it.
I already know that 2 eggs equates pretty much to the size to fill that pot. I'll get myself my whisk. Whiskey business. Done. Okay, speed and agility. And then always do your flour before your milk, because otherwise your flour sticks to your wet. Right, so see, up to the line, right?
I mean, that's definitely not up to the line, but
Make sure
roughly.
yeah, okay, calm down. Do a little bit more then. It's really going to make all the difference.
Well, I thought there was a purpose to it.
Roughly, there is. It's like 2-2-2, like
Yeah, like making pancakes.
equally proportioned. So anyway, this is how I do them. Right, you watching? A little whisk here. You don't want to add all of this at once, so add half. Can't be as aggressive with this because I've found in the past it goes everywhere. So, add the other half. Lovely. Okay. Milk.
Are those eggs from our hens?
Of course they are. We don't buy eggs. Then a nice whisk. Get all the stuff up the bottom and the sides. Beat a little bit of air in there. Okay, I'll just sit that on the side. Just before I pour it, I'll give that another little whisk.
So you'll be doing the carrots with the honey.
Yeah, so we
from the
used to
beans.
peel our carrots, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then one day you said no more peeling, sir. So get rid of our packaging. We'll have all of these. This is great because, as you can see, we have a very big carrot.
Ali, oh my
What?
god, you're so aggressive.
And,
Throwing it to
So
port.
what I like to do with my carrots, I line them all up, get the back end of your knife, push it all in so they're all the same thing, and then just straight in, one cut. They go to the dogs, and then I spin them around, same again, push it over.
You need to film this for TikTok.
Comes across here, potatoes drained in there, lovely. Okay, that's one side, because that will be used to do our broccoli in a bit. And then these, I'm just going to cut them down the middle.
This is your knife that was a Christmas present 2 years ago, wasn't it?
They're going to forge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice vegetable knife, that is. I used to think that was a butcher's knife.
Meat
but,
meat cleaver.
yeah. So because this is obviously so big, which is why it's a great example, I cut them again. So we're trying to create that consistency in width across all of the carrots. So we're not getting, you know, one big one and these little ones. And then I spread them on here, not too precious, with the Mill and Gordon honey. I use a wooden spatula or little honey thingy majiggy.
Do you need some mustard?
Wait, no. We used to do honey and mustard, but today I'm not going to do honey and mustard.
Okay.
And then just give that nice little drizzle. We use a wooden spoon because I'm not sure, something to do with a metal spoon and the enzymes. I'm not really sure, to be honest.
With honey?
It changes it, yeah. I'm not too sure. I was just told to use a wooden spoon once, so I do. Now when they're in the, what do you call this thing, Liv? Strainer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this.
Okay.
Yeah. Just give them a little ruffle up. It depends on, you can see now we've got this, I'm forgetting how to speak. Yeah, they've been chaffed. And then just drop them in here, like so. Put my sprigs on top. And then, this is how much oil I put on. You watching?
Yeah.
And that's it, okay?
Right.
And then they're now ready to go into the oven.
On a Sunday. Sorry, we were interrupted by the Amazon delivery driver there, but the carrots are on the tray ready to go. Broccoli's going in the same pan that the potatoes were going in.
Yeah, so just give it a rinse out and then I'll just do that on the side for just giving them a quick boil in a bit. So anyway, right, so we've got to a point where our carrots are sitting on the side waiting to go. We've got our Yorkshire pudding mix ready to be poured in. Yorkshire puddings are going for 25 minutes, normally does it pretty well. Broccoli, so it's going to be pretty bland, like in terms of it's not going to be like really bougie or exciting with cauliflower cheese and all that stuff.
Well, no, this is just a cheap roast for a Sunday.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is our chicken now. So I like to try to do a hybrid gravy where I take, when you're doing a joint you get loads of juices from meat, don't you, to be able to create a nice gravy. When you're doing chicken breast, my experience, not so much. But what I like to do is a little hybrid. So I'll put butter in with my chicken with some shallots or some onions. And what we will be doing is creating a little layer, putting the chicken on top, and then I'll take any of the goodness out of that and basically put it into our gravy, and I'll use granules, stock cubes. Jobs are good. So let's get John Garlic chicken. Any chicken? Yeah, good. I agree. I think it's a lovely idea actually. I just suggested it. So same again. Right. Let's get rid of the first skin. Just score it a little bit. I do. Just got Jemima prepped up.
No, it's not Jemima.
What we'll do now is butter, okay, with a fresh thing, goes away to make sure you don't double dip. And I'm going to put that butter on my chicken, get it in there, you know. Ooh, like a plaster, look at that, smooth edge. Mediterranean mix, there's hardly anything left. This stuff is unbelievable. It looks like it's got pink peppercorn, pepper, rock salt. No doubt it's got some other stuff in there. This was actually a Christmas stocking filler last year, or Secret Santa, if you remember.
Who from?
Actually, this is a new one since then. Saturday.
Ah.
So, just going to season the chicken. Riggy. Wrap up that parcel. Been in for 10 minutes. Chicken, a bit of half an hour. Carrots, 45-50 minutes. So we're going to steam our. What do you need for it? So,
We are going to steam them.
yeah, so what we're going to do is I'm going to stick that there. We'll fill the bottom with water. Let that steam up. So we've got gravy, we've got Yorkshire puddings, we've got carrots, broccoli, chicken, potatoes.
Perfect.
That is our cheap Sunday roast done. All in all, that was about half an hour. Right.
Wonderful. We'll come back when we're doing the Yorkies as well. So, I've just bought Ali a steamer for Christmas. It's the next size up of this pot, and then the Dubai steamer. I got it from Borough Kitchen. But what I've just mentioned to Ali is we've got these really, really lovely porcelain roasting tins that we have in the cupboard under like our island. And I always think that presentation with a roast is really lovely and homely. And so I don't know, there's something about using lots of like tin foil and bits and pieces like that I think these would actually work a lot better. And you can just let them cool down a bit and put them straight out on the table, and they just look lovely as well. So definitely got to get into the habit of using these more. I am on fire lighting duty whilst Ali does the roast. We also have a special guest. This is our neighbour's record player. We actually had to cover up the branding on it because we were using it to shoot a campaign. And I cannot tell you how lovely this is. Oh my gosh.
It's inspired us, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, my Christmas gift all of a sudden has become...
Well, I mean, if you want one, I think it would be really, I think it looks really lovely here. The only thing is that I spoke to my dad about it yesterday, and my dad has Grandpa's old record player, but he says he still used it, so I'll just wait. But
I think it would be quite a smart move to potentially get
the Sonos one.
Yeah, or I want to do some research because I have a sneaky feeling you may be able to connect to the speakers, but I might be wrong.
Because to have actual records playing throughout this,
I don't know if it would sound like.
Yeah, it will.
It would.
So it'd be playing the sound of the record, which would be that sort of staticky old.
Yeah, the nice sound.
Yeah, so I think because that was the thing I was thinking, it would be nice to be able to have that throughout the whole house.
So you've got the Sonos then.
Yeah, I think that would be really nice.
But, yeah.
Something to think about anyway. But I think maybe we'll put on that lovely Aretha Franklin record that you had earlier and give it a little once round.
Franklin.
Yeah, or was it Etta James?
Etta James.
Oh, Etta James, sorry. Yeah, we'll put that on and show you because it's really lovely. Oh, but you're doing the fire, are you? I thought I was on fire duty.
I don't know.
I was going to do fire duty and give them a walkthrough because I've had a few friends over recently that have wood burners at home and don't use them because they don't know how to light them. And I am no expert, but one of the things that I know that I really enjoy is just lighting the fire, even when I'm on my own. Last night I was here by myself and it was just so lovely to be able to have the fire on and have like a quiet evening. I find it so cozy, and so if anyone was like the way that I used to be and I was a little bit too worried to light it myself, I was just going to give you a quick tutorial, but Mr. Millen has already started.
Well, you can just show it.
Oh no, I can't now. It doesn't matter. I can show you in another vlog, can't I, Barky? Having the first of the shakes.
Can you see what they're looking like in a minute? Like that.
Careful, you lost a whole garlic on the floor. Lovely. First shake.
Shake and bake, baby.
Are you joking?
Well, it's about to go in an oven at 200 degrees Celsius. I don't think that's going to be a problem. So,
Next up is the Yorkshire puds.
a little whisk. A bit tricky up high, but we'll get it done. Ready?
Yep.
Not enough. Failed. 2, 3. Four. Try to get that drop as centralised as possible. Push that in. That up. Start that. 25 minutes now. Sit here and here, yeah?
So, we have a perfect cheat Sunday roast. Everything that you could sort of want in a just the two of us roast. I think. Do you know what we should do though? We need to add some roasted chestnuts. We had those last year for Christmas Day, didn't we?
I ordered them for this Christmas in the Brussels sprouts and the lardons.
Oh, so
Actually, I've changed it this year because I think we felt like the lardon was
the
a little
lardons were
bit
too salty.
Yeah, so I've changed it to prosciutto. Prosciutto.
But perfectly rustic Yorkshire puddings, wonderful roast potatoes. I'm so hungry. There is nothing better than this on a Sunday.
2 bits of feedback from the boss.
What's that?
Start using different roasting dishes.
Yeah, I just think it makes it easier, especially like when we do it for other people. It just makes serving easier as well.
And also presentation of the chicken. Liz thinks needs to be leveled up because it looks a bit bland. But Yorkshire puddings look banging.
Wonderful.
Since it's working today, I guess I'm off the hook.
Exactly. This is supposed to be conducive to great work. Arthur, have you always been this feisty?
No, they keep writing me about the same thing.
But it might be a...
How would you propose to get me in shape?
The holiday has finished and we are now on hot chocolate duties. Well, I am anyway, because we're going to have the calm one now before bed. 2 sachets. Oh, we could have our High Grove mugs because they're nice and big. We could have those. Or I could have my Foggy Mornings mug that Lily made me. But I have to say that these mugs are exceptional for hot chocolate. So I'm going to go with those. They're nice and big. And what I do is I just empty each sachet into the mug. A little splash of boiling water, like so. I grab one of these electric whisks and I whisk them. I whisk it really well because I don't like any lumpy bits. Hot milk and just top it up and whisk again. Now the whisking it makes it almost a bit frothy and creamy, so I do it a little bit longer. So just to show you what whisking it does, it's like up here. Oh, I can't see. This one is up here. They have the same amount of hot chocolate in them, but it just creates a bit more creaminess. Look at you with all your animals.
Honestly, I've got a good magnetic field. Yeah, that was static.